Good morning, my dear students. Today I am going to start matrices. So the main application to the matrices and determinants is to find the solution of the given system of n linear equations with n unknowns easily. It is the main application. Okay, and matrices. So matrices are also used in chemistry, electrical, and computer engineering, etc., etc. In those fields also, these matrices are using. The matrices are using in the field of electrical and computer engineering and chemistry, etc. So, what is a matrix definition? We are familiar with the matrix definition. What is the matrix definition? It is nothing but just arrangement. Arrangement of numbers or functions in the form of rows and columns. So matrix has no value. Remember, matrix has no value, and we arrange those numbers or functions in this square rectangular brackets or this normal brackets. Okay, and those numbers or functions are called elements or entries of the matrix, and generally matrices are denoted by capital letters. And if your matrix has m rows and n columns, if it has m rows and n columns, then it is a matrix of order m by n, or it is a matrix of size m by n, or it is a matrix of type m by n. For example, if I consider capital A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, so it is contains 2 rows and 2 columns. It is a matrix of order 2 by 2. And if we take one more example, say B is equal to x, y, z, 1 plus I, 2, 3. So how many rows? 3 rows. How many columns? 2 columns. So it is a matrix. Suppose x, y, z, 1 plus I, 2, 3. So how many rows? It contains 3 rows. How many columns? 2 columns. So 3 by 2. And if you take a matrix of order m by n, so if I'm going to write a matrix of order m by n. So m by n means what? How many rows it contains? M rows. How many columns? N columns. So first row elements becomes what? A11, A12, A13, and dash 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 A1n. Next, second row elements A21, A22, A23, and so on, A2n, and so on. Nth row elements AM1, AM2, AM3, and so on, AMN. So it is a matrix of order how much? M by n. So a matrix of order m by n contains total m into n elements. For example, if I take 2 by 2 matrix, 2 into 2 how much? 4. See, how many elements are there? 4 elements. If I take a matrix of order 3 by 2, 3 into 2 how much? 6. See, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that, if I take a matrix of order m by n, how many elements it contains? M into n elements. And this general matrix can also be denoted by simply matrix Aij, order m by n. So here, what is Aij denotes? Elements in the matrix. I denotes row number, J denotes column number. As it contains m rows, then I value is lie between 1 and n. Similarly, J value is lie between 1 and n. I is row number, J is column number. Here Aij is what? Element. Ith row, jth column element. It is also called general element. Suppose if I told one point, if a matrix has m rows and n columns, that is if its order is m by n, then how many elements it contains? M into n elements. So now my question is reverse. Suppose if I take a matrix of order, a matrix contains 9 elements. What are its possible orders? Suppose a matrix contains how many elements? 9 elements. What are the possible orders of this? Okay. So a matrix has 9 elements means what are the divisors of 9? 1, 3, 9. So we know that 1 into 9 is 9, 9 into 1 is 9, 3 into 3 is 9. So if a matrix has 9 elements, the possible orders are 1 by 9, 9 by 1, 3 by 3. Similarly, if a matrix has suppose 5 elements, so 5 is a prime number, it has only 2 divisors which are 1 and itself. So the possible orders will becomes 1 by 5 and 5 by 1. Okay. Now, one problem is given. Construct a matrix of order 2 by 3, or construct a matrix of order 2 by 3 whose elements are given by Aij is equal to I by j. Whose elements are given by Aij is equal to I by j. So 2 by 3 matrix means how many rows and how many columns it contains? 2 rows and 3 columns. Then the elements becomes A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23. See here, 2 rows, 3 columns. Then what will be the A11? So I value 1, j value 1. We have to take I value 1, j value 1. So 1 by 1 by 2, A13 1 by 3, A21 2 by 1 is 2, A22 2 by 2 is 1, and A23 is 2 by 3. So here Aij means what? It is the general element is given. Okay. So using this as a formula, we have to find all the elements of the matrix. Okay. After that, I am going to discuss the definitions. Okay. The first definition is row matrix. So what is the definition of row matrix? A matrix which has only one row, it is a row matrix. A matrix which has only one column, it is a column matrix or column vector. So row matrix or row vector, what is the definition? It is a matrix in which number of rows is 1. That means a matrix which contains exactly one row is row matrix, exactly one column is one column matrix. So that's why row matrix order in the form of 1 by n, and column matrix of order is in the form of m by 1. Okay. And next, row matrix example, you take 1, 2, 3 like this, and column matrix example, you take 1, 2, 3 like this. So this is the row matrix, this is the column matrix. Next we have to learn next definition, horizontal and vertical matrix. So suppose A is a matrix of order m by n. If number of rows is less than number of columns, m is less than n, then it is called horizontal matrix. A matrix in which number of rows is less than number of columns, it is a horizontal matrix. If number of rows is more than number of columns, or number of columns is less than number of rows, that is a vertical matrix. This is the horizontal matrix, this is the vertical matrix. So obviously a row matrix is a horizontal matrix, but every horizontal matrix need not be row matrix. And a column matrix is a vertical matrix, but every vertical matrix need not be a column matrix. So for example, if you take this one only, here, if you take this one only, it is a column matrix. B matrix is a column matrix. And if I take like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here, number of rows is less than number of columns. It is a horizontal matrix. Here, number of columns is less than number of rows. So it is a vertical matrix. Okay. Next to null matrix. So what is the definition of null matrix? A matrix in which all elements are equal to 0. And it is denoted by capital O. Null matrix is denoted by what? Capital O. A matrix in which all the elements are equal to 0. It may be either rectangular matrix or square matrix. So that was the next definition. What is the square matrix definition? So a matrix in which number of rows is equal to number of columns. Suppose A is a matrix of order m by n, such that m is equal to n, then A becomes what? Square matrix. Suppose m is equal to n, then it becomes a matrix of order what? N by n. It becomes a matrix of order n by n. So this is nothing but nth row, n1, n2, n3, n4, and so on, n. And the elements A11, A22, A33, and so on, ANN, this constitute principal diagonal. The line joining the elements A11, A22, A33, and so on, ANN is nothing but diagonal or principal diagonal of the square matrix, and these elements are called principal diagonal elements. What we call principal diagonal elements. And if you observe, these are the elements which are above the diagonal, if you observe in this, if you observe in these elements, only this part of the elements, row index is less than column index. That means for this I is less than j. So if I want to denote these elements, the elements which are above the diagonal, so I have to denote them by aij, where I less than j. Similarly, if I want to denote elements which are below the diagonal, I have to denote them by aij for I is greater than j. And if I want to denote the elements in the diagonal, so it is aij where I is equal to j, or you can denote it them by aii. Okay. So that means in diagonal, in case of diagonal, so the row index is same as column index. And if it is a n by n matrix, means number of elements will be n into n square. And obviously, how many elements are there in diagonal element? How many elements are there in diagonal? N elements. So total elements is n square. Number of elements in diagonal is n. So then remaining elements are called non-diagonal elements. So how many non-diagonal elements are there? Total is n square minus diagonal elements n. So number of non-diagonal elements is n square minus n, and the elements which are above the diagonal is same as number of elements which are below the diagonal. So total these two together is n square minus n, means this here number of elements is n square minus n by 2. Here also number of elements is what? N square minus n by 2. Nothing but n into n minus 1 by 2. And in this region number of elements is n into n minus 1 by 2. And in this diagonal how many elements are there? N elements. Okay. So after starting square matrix, then we have some important definitions. So first important definition is diagonal matrix. First important definition is diagonal matrix. So what is the definition of diagonal matrix? A square matrix is said to be diagonal matrix if all non-diagonal elements must be equal to 0. All non-diagonal elements must be equal to 0, and at least one diagonal element not equal to 0. All non-diagonal elements are equal to 0, and at least one diagonal element not equal to 0. All non-diagonal elements are equal to 0, and at least one diagonal element not equal to 0. Example. So example, I'm taking 1 0 0 0 0 2 0 0 0 3. So observe here, all non-diagonal elements are equal to 0. All non-diagonal elements are equal to 0. So it is an example for diagonal matrix. And this is also denoted by diag of 1 2 3. Okay. For example, if I write diag of AB, so that means how many diagonal elements are there? 2 diagonal elements. Diag of 1 2 3 means here only we have to write diagonal elements. Okay. So diag of AB means what? Here it is a diagonal matrix, and whose diagonal elements are AB, A and B. So how many elements are there here? 2. That means it is a 2 by 2 diagonal matrix. So it is equal to what? A0 0 B. Okay. After the diagonal matrix definition, next important definition is scalar matrix. What is the next important definition? Scalar matrix. So a diagonal matrix is said to be scalar matrix if all its diagonal elements are equal. If all its diagonal elements are equal. Diagonal elements are equal. And it should not be equal to 0. Okay? A diagonal matrix is said to be scalar matrix if all its diagonal elements equal. Okay? That means it is a square matrix in which non-diagonal elements are equal to 0 and diagonal elements are same, and they are not equal to 0. Okay? Example 2 0 0 0 2 0 0 0 2, and one more example 3 0 0 3. So it is a scalar matrix. Okay, it is the definition of scalar matrix. Suppose if all these diagonal elements are equal to 1, exactly 1, then that is nothing but what? Identity matrix or unit matrix. That means a diagonal matrix or a square matrix in which all non-diagonal elements are equal to 0 and diagonal elements are equal to 1. So that is nothing but identity matrix. So that matrix is nothing but identity matrix. So if I is and identity matrix is denoted by I, and if it is order n, then it is denoted by I n. Identity matrix of order n denoted by I n. For example, I2 is nothing but identity matrix of order 2. So here, what is the I2? 1 0 0 1. Similarly, what is I3? 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. And next important definition is a triangular matrix. Triangular matrix. So a square matrix is said to be a triangular matrix if it is either upper triangular matrix or lower triangular matrix. So what is the upper triangular matrix definition? What is the lower triangular definition? So a square matrix is said to be upper triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix. A square matrix is said to be upper triangular matrix if Aij must be equal to 0. Aij must be equal to 0 for I greater than j. Nothing but the elements which are below the diagonal, all those elements must be equal to 0. So such square matrix is called upper triangular. So obviously what will be the lower triangular definition? So a square matrix is said to be a lower triangular matrix if Aij is equal to 0 for I less than j. For I less than j. Nothing but the elements which are present above the diagonal, they are equal to 0. They are equal to 0. For example, 1 0 0 and 2 3 0 and 4 5 6. It is an example for lower triangular matrix. Next, upper triangular matrix. 1 2 3 0 4 5 0 0 6. It is an example for upper triangular matrix. See here, the elements which are above the diagonal are equal to 0, then it is lower triangular. Or Aij is equal to 0, I less than j. The elements which are present below the diagonal, they are equal to 0. Or a square matrix in which Aij is equal to 0 for I greater than j. Okay. Then if it is either upper triangular or lower triangular, then it is called triangular matrix. And some important point is number of zeros, like this, zeros. Number of zeros. Minimum number of zeros. Minimum number of zeros in a triangular matrix. In a triangular matrix. In a triangular matrix of order n. Of order n is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. Because just now we discussed here, so number of elements in a square matrix of order n, those elements are equal to n square, and number of elements which are above the diagonal or below the diagonal is equal to what? N square minus n by 2 or n into n minus 1 by 2. From the definition, if it is either lower triangular or upper triangular, this part is equal to 0 or this part will be 0. So that means the minimum number of zeros either in lower triangular or upper triangle is equal to what? N into n minus 1 by 2. Similarly, minimum number of zeros in diagonal matrix or scalar matrix of order n. Scalar matrix of order n is equal to n square minus n or n into n minus 1. Okay. and maximum number of zeros, and the maximum number of zeros in a diagonal or scalar matrix will be n square minus 1. N square minus 1. That means all elements are 0 except one element is not equal to 0. That one element is present in the diagonal. Okay, thank you.